afternoon.
Good afternoon from London.
I'm April, this is Tim. We're travelling the world and sharing our journey along the way.
Subscribe to our channel if you want to come with us. I love a good view, and every time I come to a city I try and find out where there's a good observation deck or a tower that you can go up, and we've got the Monument Tower here. So this is the Monument Tower to the Great Fire of London. I'm hoping to get up there and have a look. I've had a look at some photos and it's a great view. It's cash only. Do you have any cash? Alright, we got cash out. Let's try this again.
Yeah, cash only if you want to go up the monument. £5.
So this one's only £5, and I was looking at the entrance fees to get up to the observation deck at the Shard, and it was over £30. So this is a cheaper alternative, plus it gives you another taste of old London. It's
like right in the centre as well, and it's a historic monument. So.
It is. It is a long staircase. It kind of reminds me of being in a lighthouse, especially with these windows here. Oh, here we are at the top. Alright, let's check out some sights. That right there is St Paul's Cathedral. That building there is the Shard, the tallest building in London. And I'm pretty sure it was Europe's tallest building for quite a while. There's a building in Moscow that's a bit taller. Alright, so this is the business district. And you can just see the gherkin through there. So if you look through there, you can see Tate Modern. You can just see the London Eye above that building where the cranes are. And Westminster, that building there with the spires. And through there, that's Tower Bridge. That was definitely worth doing. And it was nice and clear up there today. I could see for miles. And it gives you an idea of how huge the city is. It's an absolute metropolis. And check it out, I got a little certificate to say that I've actually climbed it.
Yeah, and it has like all the information about why the monument was erected. This is really unusual that they give you something.
Yeah, it's a great little experience. I recommend doing it. Alright, now it's time to get some lunch.
Yeah, we're going to go to a British pub.
We're going to treat ourselves because we've been cooking at home mostly.
Yeah.
Pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
So we thought we might treat ourselves to lunch out today.
Yeah.
We really wanted to do one of these bus tours, like the one behind us. But what was it?
£32
£32
per day. But if you're here for a short time, then that's probably the best way to do it, because you just sit at the rooftop, drives all the way around London, past all the landmarks. You just never know if it's going to rain or not.
So if you're not on a tight budget like we are, then you can definitely give it a go.
English pub called Liberty Bounds, and it's right across from Tower Hill Bridge. So the pub that we've come to is part of the Wetherspoon chains, and they're all around London, and they have a good selection of real ales. And the good thing about it is you can actually taste any of them before you buy. I got myself an Abbott ale to go with my fish and chips that's on the way. If you're wondering what a traditional British beer is, they're normally cask fermented, so no carbonation is added. They generally taste a little bit flatter than other beers, and they're not as cold either, so they're cellar cooled. So she said that this one is warmer than normal because it is summertime. I've been waiting for this all day. Yeah, it's good. It's definitely not as fizzy as a normal beer. It smells quite yeasty, and the reason that it is cask fermented is the yeast is what gives it like a natural carbonation, so you can definitely smell the yeast. And like, I don't want to put you off saying that it's a flat, warm beer, but it's really nice. If you're into your ales, definitely at least just ask for a taster, because you can for free. You can taste as many as you want. And at Wetherspoons, they're pretty cheap. I think they range from like £3 to £4 for a whole pint. It's good value. We actually got a meal deal, so this ended up being free. Even better. I have noticed in these English pubs, they've always got this like sauce caddy, and it's so good. Every single sauce that you could want. You don't even have to ask anyone for it. I went with the fish and chips and the mushy peas. Anyway, you're meant to have all of the peas with the fish. It's actually really good. The fish is like nice and juicy on the inside, crunchy on the outside. These mushy peas are good too. Somehow they actually really go with the fish. Proper English chippy. I think it goes perfectly with my ale too. So I did read up on the fish and chips and why it's such a British dish, and apparently in World War II fish and chips wasn't one of the foods that was rationed, and so it became a real diet staple, and a lot of people were able to afford it. It was nice and filling and I guess pretty tasty, and so since World War II it's just been a common food to find, especially at the pub, and who wouldn't like fish and chips?
I went with the chicken tikka masala. So this is actually an Indian dish. It's derived from the chicken tikka, but the difference is the masala is a creamy sauce, so it's been adapted to become an English national dish. Delicious. So it's got a little bit of spice. I'm noticing that my top brow is sweating a little bit. It is definitely a creamy sauce, quite a tomatoey type of sauce, and it just goes really well with the naan bread. It's nice to have something a little bit dry to go with it, and pretty moist chicken. Just a good ratio of chicken to sauce. I like the consistency. And it wouldn't be complete without some garlic naan. Oh, and some papadums. Brilliant. Now, if you want to find some good curry houses in London, head to Brick Lane. You'll find a great curry there.
So we picked this spot so that we could have this in the background to give it this like real English pub looking feel, but it's actually an awesome place because I'm eating my fish and chips and I can see Tower Bridge just out the window. There it is.
So one of the things I love about having a lunch or a dinner with April is that I usually get to finish some of her meal. She didn't really rate the mushy peas, but I really like them. They go so well with chips. Missing out.
No, yep. At first I liked the mushy peas, but then after a while I was like, healthy and deep fried food, I don't know, it just didn't go. I'm just happily finishing my beer, he can finish my food. This meal costs about £17. That was for two pretty decent sized meals and for a pint. And right near Tower Hill. I think that's pretty cheap.
Good lunch.
Yes, I'm so full. We were going to order some apple crumble dessert, but I don't think that I could fit it in.
I don't think we needed it.
No.
But the apple crumble is another traditional English dish.
It is.
And do you know the history of it?
Yes. Also from World War II, the rationing of flour, sugar and fat meant that people started making their pie crust with oats and breadcrumbs just to like pat it out a little bit. And that is the start of the crumble. And now, I mean, it used to be savoury, now it's just sweet. We've all had apple crumble though, right?
We have. It was definitely in the rotation growing up.
Yeah. Now we're just off to a walking tour for street art around London.
Been looking forward to this one.
The starting point is right near the pub that we're just at Tower Hill Station. Just need to find out exactly where. They never leave on time, so we'll
They don't. They always wait for stragglers like us.
Yeah. As usual, they started just 5 minutes late. This guy is awesome already. I love his accent. It's like a proper English accent, like one of the funny ones. So it's going to be a good tour.
He's got that great English wit as well.
Yeah, he's actually really funny already. And he's already said something about Wetherspoons being probably not the best place to eat food.
We thought it was alright.
But you know, like if you just want to taste the British cuisine, you can try a Wetherspoons
Exactly.
Roman medieval city.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Wall. Oh wow. This is from 190 to 200 AD. Wow.
Our tour guide was just saying what the difference between graffiti and street art is. And graffiti makes house prices go down, street art makes house prices go up. Thought that was pretty funny. Well, this is a little bit of a flashback for April because she used to work around this district when she lived here.
Not here, but very close by. I was actually just thinking just then, it's a little bit weird doing a walking tour around here.
She just pointed out a place she went to for lunch frequently.
Yeah.
We are actually in the City of London, which is a city within a city. So the City of London has its own laws, own taxes, own police force.
And it's been like this for, what, like the last couple of thousand years? Like
Forever.
Yeah, it hasn't changed. So the City of London is still its own little city within the city. So like we just said, the City of London is its own city within the city, and the red and white is the colour of the City of London. You see the street signs will have City of London written on them. We're about to cross over out of the City of London, and an interesting point is right here. This is the wealthiest part of Greater London, the City of London. We're about to enter Whitechapel, which is the poorest borough in London, and it's right across the road. Mentioned at lunch that if you want to get a good curry, you need to come to Brick Lane, and we're about to head on to Brick Lane. I can actually smell the curry from down the street. It smells delicious around here. Apparently there's street art there too. Wondering why we're doing a walking tour on street art when you should be able to just walk around London and find street art yourself. But we just went down this dead-end little street that I would not have walked down if I wasn't on this tour, and there was so much amazing street art in there. So,
and stickers, like you could spend an hour or more there just looking at everything on the walls.
Yeah, it's like a lot of little things all hidden around. It was pretty cool, but yeah, if I hadn't been on this tour, there's no way I would have ventured down that laneway.
This is a great tour to do if you're in London and you have an interest in street art and graffiti.
Yeah, for sure. You see this little purple guy on the roof? His name's Crunchy. One of the street artists created him in response to the GFC of 2008. And this little statue was put on the HSBC building right on top of the roof. Apparently it took him one night to put it up there and it took them all a week to get him down. Now he's here. It's pretty cute.
Right? Instead of letting people do whatever they want to it, we've got to put this big glass cage around it. So no one can touch it, no one can ruin it, it will remain preserved as it was. I can think of no better visual metaphor for when street art becomes too successful, it becomes just like the gallery art, it was meant to be different.
So that's the walking tour done. What do you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
We both really like street art, so it was great to have a bit of an explanation behind some of the artists as well.
Yeah, I mean this guy was talking non-stop for 2 hours.
He was.
And we were passing so many pieces of art. Like there's just so much in this section of London, which is like, what is it,
Whitechapel.
Shoreditch area, East End of London. There's just too much to even stop and look at and talk about. So, I mean, you could easily just wander around, I guess.
I think we're going to have to come back here and have another look.
And brave ourselves going down the little laneways.
Alright, so we're just going to head back now. We've had a pretty good day doing all things London.
It has been good, but we are house sitting and we do have a little doggy that is waiting for us at home.
Well, it's been great having you along with us today.
And if you like travelling with us, make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.